Like
It was easy on him.
it was clear that it was like, yo, right now DMX needs a win in like the public sphere. So like we gonna do this because I was like, yo,
I think DMX won. I don't care.
no, DMX did win, but I'm saying like, yo, if Snoop
Dogg could have like really made that bad for him.
because we was talking about it, we said like, yo, if you go with them street records, you can keep up, but DMX is gonna distance himself.
Right.
But if you go with that Billboard Top 200, that will be
Snoop Dogg versus
sexual.
DMX's street joints. I don't think it'll hold up. But because Snoop Dogg got so many different lanes he can go in.
Because the internet was strictly there for the Pharrell records, like where them jugs, because you know, it was shits was.
DMX couldn't possibly ever make a record like Beautiful. Like,
He couldn't, man.
That's not even a slight to him. That's just a fact.
Yeah, man. It's just...
Mic check. 1 2 1 2.
Hello, what it do, baby? Yo, who would y'all take in Missy versus Janet?
I said Missy because I don't know too much of Janet's catalog.
I think Janet wins, but I think like
Janet got a catalog like that?
I think Janet would, but I don't think like niggas was making Swiss look like he was crazy because he picked Missy, and I'm like, Missy's gonna keep up with anybody. Like
You can extend the boom the pool if you want, so you can lay this.
niggas is trash.
Push the mic towards you. That joke with mad pause. I ain't gonna even hold you.
Niggas gonna find you. This is Rep Money in the UMCA. You so much shit on that podcast.
You know, get some tunes going. No.
The Neptune.
Hello? Jackson here. Yeah, what? You found Manuel Noriega? In the Philippines? He has a mansion? Okay, we're on it right now. Bye.
Hey yo, we light a candle, run laps around the English Channel. Neptunes, I got a cocker spaniel. We on the run now, you know it ain't no fun now. And where I go, yo, niggas can't even come now. You ain't the law, nigga, break it. I don't care, but when you get caught, remember that. I don't care. NRE, love throughout the atmosphere. I mean, now we on the run. Yo, if that ain't clear, weak niggas wanna snitch. Yo, but that ain't fair. Yo, we down in Vegas, but these guys too courageous. You know I'm on the run, still rip stages. They call me Animal Dog when I make pages. I used to move phrases, roll dice with no aces. Now I live secluded in the oasis. Gotta take spaces. No. Races. Check my sky till I got really sound pages.
Yo, DJ Booth really screwed Fabulous over, yo.
Baby girl,
he's a shice
you
ball.
know my situation. And sometimes I know you get impatient, but you don't put on a show to get ovations. Take it to court and go through litigations. And I respect your gangster, treat you like a princess.
nigga
And
got
put
some
some on your
kinda
neck to
thing
thank
with
you.
his,
She's my pinch hitter. When the starting line
on
ain't
his
playing right,
page where he go live DJing.
but it takes time to get from the backseat to the passenger. We've been creeping and sneaking just to keep it from leaking. We so deep in our freaking and we don't sleep on the weekend. Wifey, a little bit of tight. Wonder why I keep coming.
No, this is the thing.
Be alright if y'all bump heads.
Everybody was sending the cash. I just wanted to see because he had a good vibe going. I like the songs that he selected, and I thought of a song. So I sent him $15, not knowing that was his standard in his mind. Like, if it ain't $20, I'm not even going to recognize it.
You ain't never step out.
It's really that serious? Like, because I ain't seen you five. I mean, this is a cash app. It's not like it's some shit like, yo, this is my set price for this, and you pay this. It's just like on the strip, like, send me a cash app. He's just like one of them shice bar niggas. Like, cause I just feel like that because he didn't even own up to literally sabotaging Fabulous.
Request money back. You can request money back, you gonna get it back. You get it? You better request that shit back. That's old.
Water under the bridge.
Yeah, not me. That's $15, man. He ain't played it?
No, he just never played it. And as I'm watching, like, everybody like Cash App, song play. My jump, because I ain't paid $5 more.
You know it was 20.
I didn't know.
Like he could have told you, bro, it's $5 more to get this song.
And he just was never acknowledging. I'm like, yo, in the live, yo, what's up with that song?
Yo.
Dude, he sent me $15 on the shirt.
This song hard. All praises by what side?
All praise to the Most High. Haven't been asleep and heard shots all through the night. Be grateful. Wrong or right. Just hung up a collect card, tryna get my nigga life. We gracious. We tasteless. We made it.
400 bands on that new rose coloring. 50 on my wrist, had to dap him with the other hand. Getting money hand over fist, almost upped on them. Damn, just a fan who wanna pick. Riding dirty through New Orleans with them yams and them grits. Up to 30 in the morning, we be jamming on the strip. In the trap with the blow and the pills, weighing up a split. They think I rap, streets know I'm still playing with them bricks. Still known to keep a sig, still laid up in the 6. Stashing in your BM crib, still paying bitches rent. King of the drugs on, felt betrayed when niggas switch. Seen many come and go, niggas came and niggas went. Whatever, live at the main event. Parmesan's on the T580 for the drip. Burberry no buckle, LV on the kicks. Naked lady on the Royce, big B's on that bent thing.
Maybe.
Wait. How can Jay-Z be a ghostwriter if he don't write?
I think I heard somebody do that before, but
So
yeah,
he's
that is
just
right.
ghost interpreter?
Interpreting ghosts.
Ghost.
Hey,
A ghost interpreter.
no,
Intro. Welcome to Just a Conversation with
Yeah.
Greg and Mr. Rent Money. Today we got a special guest and our brother, our African prince, the guy who has shot the Lion King in his backyard, Bunyase! I was gonna keep going, but it just seemed annoying after a while.
Shout out to Greg. Born in the crack house. On Monticello. Prostitutes coming in and out the door.
Yo, you're a jerk. You're a jerk.
You're a jerk.
How you been, bro?
Chilling, you know. Doing my thing. Trying to make it out here. Trying to make it in America.
You got the STD looked up?
What?
What?
Nah, we not doing that.
I seen somebody do that before, like you nigga around some chicks and come up to him like, yo, you still need that cream? You still need that?
That's
that
crazy.
That's messed up. Did you know crabs was actually little bugs?
Why you had
little
it
ass
No,
crabs.
nigga.
They crabs, little tiny. They look like little.
That
ass,
sounds disgusting.
little lobsters or some shit.
You know how people like abbreviate big science terms so that everybody can say them? That's what I thought crabs was.
You thought crabs was a
I thought it was like a bigger word like cribidosis.
This nigga thought crabs was.
Oh, that's what the itching feeling is when somebody has this shit with his little ass claws pinching your shit.
How do you get that?
For somebody who has crabs.
I mean, how do you contract it though? Like, how do you, like the host body gets crabs? Who was the first person to have crabs?
Who was the very first person? Really?
How
could that even?
I'm just saying, like, I want to know, how do someone get crabs?
Little niggas keep the. Yo, that was crazy. Pause. Look, I went like this. I said niggas. Now we already know we talking about the pubic area. Like, I don't know, that was just my natural instinct. I went like this, like niggas just. But inside pubic hairs, shit's chilling.
So you mean
they cozy.
You're not saying everybody has crabs now. That's something
No,
now, right?
No, I'm saying a person who has it or contracted it, they got it from
how
pubic
does the
hair.
host body get crabs?
I think it's like one of them things where like
they go sit in the ocean.
I think it's like you probably was like not like very hygienic and like not cleaning yourself that night. I don't think everyone has crabs or was like.
So you mean to tell me that these little bugs form like organically through dirt?
If you fucking a dirty
like
chick.
That's how
a fly is created through poop.
Yeah, that's what anything. So.
If that's the case, that is really, really nasty.
But
how
dirty at the internet.
Maggots. Well, maggots. And then.
Like, how dirty do you have to be to get that junk?
I don't know.
That sounds utterly disgusting. But okay. I don't know how I got to crabs.
I mean, that's how it is sometimes. You see. Yeah, like, niggas talking about crabs, and then next thing you know, people start talking about how much black people love them some crabs. Do you love crabs?
I like seafood, yes.
Yeah, that's the only part. I feel like crabs are so overrated. Yeah.
Yo, me too. Like,
it depends on what you get. Like, if you get snow crabs, those are not overrated when they're well.
I don't know which ones I had.
Getting the little ass baby
you talking
crabs
about
from
the
the hood.
little ass like.
I had one of them big joints, and I was just like, nah. I stick to my salmon, my tilapia, my catfish, salmon, my red snapper.
I love salmon.
I had some good ass salmon earlier this week. I had salmon twice this week.
Yo, to burn the salmon till you can't burn it no more on the grill is. Yo, I remember this hood nigga, real hood, like he.
Welcome to my hood.
We all was ordering from this restaurant. And nigga just came out of nowhere. I won't say his name. He like, shit. How grilled could you grill this?
It wasn't grilled enough, or it was too
grilled. But what? Let's start by saying, what does that mean when you say?
How good can you grill this?
He was impressed. No, the nigga meant it was too burnt. How grilled could you grill this? And niggas was like what?
I didn't hear that. I said, how good?
How grilled could you grill this? How grilled could you grill this? Do you think that's like a thing where you from? Like, you know how I just said grilled, but I didn't enunciate the ed. Mm-hmm. Do you think that's based off of like?
Yeah, that's considered a Jersey accent when we like.
Grilled? That's a Jersey accent.
Like how we.
Yeah, I be wondering like,
how we run our words together. Like Drew pointed this out to me earlier this week. He was like, I was trying to say all of them. And he said all of them.
All of them.
All of them.
Give me all of them.
All of them. And on B.
That just sound crazy when you say that slow.
On B and on no. On no and on B.
You know what I think that it is? Because I think because a lot of black people have family down south. So like
Right.
they spend like time down south and like they come here. So it's like a mix of like a southern drawl sped up with like an East Coast accent. So that's why like all our shit sounds bunched up together.
A southern drawl.
Drawl.
I only heard people say, where you get that word from, drawl?
Down south.
Down south.
I heard
In
niggas.
Texas.
Nah,
Texas is the south. I think.
Yeah, it is.
Philly,
Really?
like drawl.
Speaking of south, is DC considered the south?
No.
No, it's like on a border.
But it's not the east, is it?
It is. It's just east. I don't think it's north either.
Right. I don't think anybody in DC is saying like, yo, I'm from the south. Like,
People just, when you're from DC, you're just from DC.
Yes. I was thinking about that joke the other day. I'm like, yo, is this the south? Cause it's not the east.
oh, you stunting right now?
What you mean?
Cause you be going places.
No, no.
You be going places.
Yo, I haven't been to DC this whole quarantine. No, I was there before the shit.
Huh?
I was there before the quarantine.
Oh,
I haven't
alright.
been there since. I want to go. DC is fun, yo.
I like DC.
I've only been in the train riding through DC. I don't ever recall walking around.
Nah, I've
Washington,
been to
DC.
yo.
DC's fun.
I've been to DC on 3 different situations, like 3 different experiences. I went with rich people, where they took me to like the finest restaurants and had like wine. I think when you have wine for dinner, that's fancy. Maybe that's just the ignorance in me, but like so that was like with rich people. I went for family vacation. That was cool. You know, we did the museums and stuff. And then I also went as on a business trip. And the business trip is probably by far the wackest version of it. That first time though,
What you sitting in like a bunch of seminars or something?
pretty much.
Lectures, taking breaks, eating cookies and drinking coffee, going right back to it.
Can I just tell you about this rich person experience I had? Yo, I would encourage everybody to get rich friends.
What's up?
Yo, we went to DC. We was already in a pretty good hotel, like a 4-star hotel or whatever. So he was like, I want to go out to dinner. Because mind you, next morning, we were supposed to be presenting something. But whatever. So we go out. This dude takes me to this mad expensive restaurant where like the steaks was like $50. And maybe I'm cheap or just don't know high class, but that steak was $50. He bought a $200 bottle of wine, and this is just me and him. This junk sound mad weird now that I'm saying it out loud.
He was seducing you.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah,
He's
tricked
gonna
you out.
lead-
He said,
he's
all
gonna
it
lead you that-
All it take to get Greg is a
at a business
$200
trip.
bottle, 50.
He said he was at a business trip. He's gonna have that business meeting in the hot tub. Let's get a little bit more acquainted.
Don't do that. I don't want to continue this story no more, yo. Nope, no, thank you. We good. So, so B, how's quarantine? Are you still quarantining?
What does that mean?
Well, clearly not because you're here.
Yeah.
How was quarantine life for you? When
That
you
shit was weird, bro.
How?
I think it was weird because it was just like, it was weird like on 2 fronts. One, because it was like even when like shit was going on, you were seeing like niggas wasn't taking that shit seriously. Like niggas wasn't masking up, niggas wasn't quarantined. Like my sister, for example, yeah. My sister, like, her routine didn't stop. Like she was, like she travels a lot, so she was out and about, and I'm like, damn, yo, you for real, you not taking this shit seriously. But it was just like, but like at first, just like working from home and doing that kind of thing. But now that things open back up, it's a breeze.
It's a breeze.
It's a breeze. Breeze.
Nah, it like I need everything just to go back to normal. It's yeah.
For me, when whatchamacallit, now that like the movies have opened back up and like shit like that, like
Movies open in New Jersey?
on Labor Day.
For real?
Yeah, but like there's
You
still
go
like
attend?
there's still like what is it, like different capacities. But now indoor dining is like back.
I saw that.
I was like, thank God, yo.
Yeah, it's getting too cold to be sitting outside to eat, yo.
Cause remember how Maul was on the Joe Budden podcast was talking about like how like he was eating outside and like buses also flying in his face.
He was gassing. I've never experienced that.
Yo, it happened on my sister's birthday. Like we was outside and like somebody was right by the street and like the buses was a few and I was like, God damn, yo.
That's never happened to me.
It was like a quick small, like they had a dry cough, but I was like, yo.
The only thing I hate about eating outside, I'm weird like this. I don't like heat, but I don't like to be cold either. So eating outside during the summer was terrible because I'm just sweating while I'm eating. And then now, like I went out with my boy Casey yesterday. We ate outside. Got those wings again from that place in Hoboken.
It's good.
Good.
It's real good ones.
Which one's he better sidebar? Which
Stickies of them? I mean Stickies, but Stickies do chicken tenders.
But Stickies, I'm pretty
Stickies
sure
at
they do.
BBQs?
Huh?
Stickies at BBQ?
No, that place that he had it.
He hasn't had it.
So we claiming these to be the best wings.
Best chicken tenders.
The best chicken tenders.
Where?
In the world.
Where?
It's this place called Stickies. They got a shout out to Stickies. Give a sponsorship. What is the Stickies in Union, New Jersey, and there's also one in Hackensack, New Jersey.
Oh, never been. I thought the only wings I had with y'all was the ones we went in Hoboken.
Those wings were good again last night.
Which were pretty
bro.
good. Yeah.
And I had shrimp tacos. Those was good too.
Shrimp tacos were amazing.
The Stickies joint come with like a.
They got 22 different dipping sauces.
Yeah, you can.
They give you or that you choose?
You choose.
I'm about to say.
Bro, like, wait, what is
Nah,
this?
that's some good ass customer service. If niggas just giving you 22 off the rip, they're like,
How would that work? Would that be
but
bad?
you can buy all 22 sauces. Like dipping sauces is like $4.
that'd be good. Like just give you
To have all of them?
All of them, yeah.
I might do that. Just give you a tray. Just open that shit up.
Just try all of them. Yo, I'm trying to see what's good with these chips.
Oh, you want to do this now? I feel like I need some water or something.
You sure? You
Yo,
need water?
Gee, if I die,
I think we might. Because niggas had milk and niggas
Look.
still wasn't like.
yo, what is this called? Paki?
Paki.
Carolina Reaper.
Paki.
It's Queen in the heat.
Yo, if I open this jug and this chip is black, I'm not doing this.
No, we gotta do it. We ride together, we die together. How much this cost you, G?
You really wanted to do this if you spent money on it. I thought somebody gave this to you.
Nah, I just got them from I got them from 7-Eleven off of EBT, so it was free to me.
They said I got it from 7-Eleven off EBT, so it was free to me.
Yeah. I don't think it would be wise for us all to do this at the very same time, like, cause somebody needs to like have some.
All right, I'm gonna go last.
Yeah, I think it should go like that.
I knew this nigga. He said, I think it should go like that. Yeah.
No,
I think it should go.
I honestly was thinking like Greg should go last because somebody needs to be coherent. Like everybody can't be wilding out.
Can I read y'all what this junk says?
No, I saw it.
The junk said what to expect. Round 1, a spicy punch to the tongue. Pause. Round 2, a fury jab to the face. Round 3, impaired vision from tears. Round 4, a low blow to the gut. Round 5, you knocked out.
Okay.
Nobody else is scared but me?
They said, how long can you last before drinking or eating anything? Yo.
Let's go, Brenan.
I was hoping everybody chip wasn't like crumbled.
I'm praying on this. They got these junks. It's what we doing.
How do you win? Like when they say champ?
What's the?
You get a free bag of chips. Ah! You gotta eat the whole thing. Keep going.
Why did the niggas? Yo, get this nigga some.
Yo, please don't die, Brenan.
Get this nigga some water, yo.
I'm not liable. Yo. Is it bad? This nigga's dying.
Look, we doing this chip.
Doing this chip challenge. I'm up next. Look, I don't know if I would even do that. I don't even know why I put these chips in, yo.
Yo, I'm not. Yo, no, that is death.
Look.
Yeah. So here's the thing. We was about to do the chip challenge or whatever, but I didn't think that through. Maybe we should have waited until the end.
I'm trying to see how long. I need to know when it's over for him. Cause this shit is going on like 10 minutes now.
I don't think that's gonna be over anytime soon. But moving right along.
Yo, your face.
Moving right along.
Yeah.
Moving right along.
See, I had so much shit to talk with B about.
About what?
You watched the election? I mean the debate?
Just little clips.
That had to be the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. And it's sad that it was funny. I admit that it's sad that I found it funny.
This is all like a game to me, yo. This is like a joke. It's like a real life. It's like a real life movie. This is real. This is
a real life comedy.
Yeah.
Like blue collar humor. Cause it's a serious situation, but it's
Okay.
still funny.
Yeah. Nah. I'm. Even the fact that I saw on multiple platforms, they said. So if Donald Trump was to die, like that was all I heard. Like that was the intro into what they were about to talk about. Like, so if Donald Trump dies, I'm like, yo, this still somebody.
When? Like he didn't get COVID till after the debate.
No, but still, now in the conversation, that's a common conversation people are having. Like, what if Donald Trump dies before the election?
Then Mike Pence becomes president.
That's what will happen?
Yeah. The vice president becomes president. Which will almost guarantee the election to Joe Biden.
Right. Because no one even knows him.
Because people have to run against Pence.
Yeah.
But that joke was really, really bad on so many levels. It was two old men fighting over the last blue pill. That's what it felt like.
The blue pill. Oh, you talking about like Viagra or something? Hey man, I don't know what type of games you playing. Talking about two old men and Viagra right now. Hey, where'd you get that topic from, man?
What?
You just now said two old men and Viagra.
I said that's what it sounded like. Two old men just fighting over the last blue pill.
Blue pill meaning Viagra.
Yes.
So why they? That's crazy.
You better pause these topics and do this damn challenge, yo. Oh my
Is it over?
Bruh,
Is it going down? Pause.
You should get some bread, yo. You should actually get some bread for everybody who doesn't know. Brenan survived the one chip challenge.
Did you throw up?
From Pocky.
I was trying to get all the. It was like stuck in my saliva. I was trying to just spit in it out.
Oh no, do I want to do this?
I'm not.
Don't do that shit, man.
Nigga, I ate that damn pepper, yo.
I've had many spicy peppers, but this sounds like something else that I don't want.
No, but that pepper specifically, did you eat one?
What, the ghost pepper?
No, it was like a yellow pepper. You gave it to me.
Oh, the Jamaican pepper.
You had that?
Yeah. That's why I gave it to you.
What happened to you? Yo, I really think if you sick with some type of virus and you eat that with
You
some
tried to play it off and said, this ain't doing nothing to me.
No,
And then you
it
lost
wasn't.
it.
It wasn't. It's like the more I was speaking, it's like it was just making it way more spicy on my lips.
One time I was cut like Jamaican people use those peppers. They put them in everything. Like Danny's mom put it in her curry chicken. But I was cutting it up. First off, you're not even supposed to use a whole one when you cooking. First mistake. But I was,
For real?
Yeah, you're supposed
Like
to
a
use
little
like
seed,
a quarter.
a little seed or something.
Yeah. Cutting it up, no gloves on, and unbeknownst to me, I really.
Yo, I'm sorry, Pocky. I'm not eating.
Stories is nice. Y'all niggas need to get this damn shit, yo. Yo.
Pocky, I'm not eating this.
How you doing that, B?
Hey, shout out to Pocky. If y'all want to try this on y'all podcast, do your thing.
But I'm hungry.
Sorry, B. He ain't even eat no breakfast.
I was waiting for this breakfast.
Why don't you eat some bread, yo?
It's bread up in the cabinet. I mean the bait.
He not even coherent. This is what I did kind of brace niggas. Cause imagine if we would have all ate that chip.
That was smart.
I didn't fully think it through.
This nigga ate this shit before.
No, I didn't.
That's my only thing.
No, cause I knew like.
What's the quickness? You
No, I'm just saying we all like this. Ideally, I thought it was just gonna be you eating the chip.
It's finally going down. It's just now my lips are just hot.
I thought it was gonna be you eat the chip. We cater to you while you got the chip. Give you some water.
Clearly that is, well, you gave me the grapes, but.
No, this nigga was just watching in astonishment.
I didn't know what to do, yo.
I don't know why I ate that chip. I don't do spicy shit.
Oh, you don't like spicy stuff. So it may not even be that bad, though. It may not even be that bad to me. I already know you ain't gonna even try it.
I told you I'm not doing it. I'm a man of my word.
Oh.
Yo, just eat the darn thing.
Nah, cause once that start getting right here, nah, nigga, that might burn something crazy.
I don't know what I did. I made a mistake to try to wipe off a tear. I think I still had some of it.
Oh wait, let me finish telling you about the story about the pepper. When I was cutting it, so I didn't know that you're supposed to use gloves when you was doing it. I used my bare hands, so I went to go scratch my balls, and that was the end of that. I called Danny like, it hurt.
So this is the one chip challenge.
That's taking forever.
Nah, you gotta brace.
Nah, you gotta. Why you acting like you fighting somebody? You got your grapes right there. You're trying to be calm.
I hate this cool ass nigga, yo. This nigga is subdued.
Said I'm I'm subdued.
I know what this nigga thinking. Yo, B, it's alright. What you doing?
No, it's pretty hot. No, it's pretty hot.
He is not doing well. What's the theory behind grapes making it better?
Ain't no theory.
Nah, it's just
I just tried it.
something to cool yourself, something to cool your mouth down.
Oh
Get some water, bro. Get some water. Your turn.
I'm not doing that, John.
Your turn, nigga. I feel so bad. They said 5 minutes is a featherweight. I did like 40 seconds.
Oh man, my eyes hurt.
You see how that just looked That's what I was talking about. I said someone needs to be coherent. Now the
still
entire
happening.
podcast is about the chips.
It's still happening for me.
Imagine eating that after a hangover.
I think you'll die. I think you'll die just eating that chip in general.
I thought you was about to say something else.
Hey, U.S. government, you need a torture mechanism. Keep feeding somebody these chips.
And feed you. And feed you. And feed you.
I feel a tingleness in my nipple.
If niggas gave me this chip, I would snitch immediately. Officer, he right there. He right there.
I'll give you all the codes you need, yo.
I don't know if we talking about in the right atmosphere. I don't need no damn chip to snitch.
She's gonna be giving all them information. They be like, slow down, slow down. Like,
Hey man,
she gonna solve all the crime.
I do not want to go to no jail or prison.
I'm not built
None of
for
that.
it. I know I'm not.
That's why I don't put myself in those situations to be locked up. Leave that up to the ones that love that lifestyle.
Yeah, I can't do that.
You know what I always wondered? Like, okay, I understand not snitching, but like, you don't got any type of love for your man, but like, I'm not gonna let him take this fall. Like, I clearly did this. Let me just do the time.
Like the opposite side of it, right?
Yeah, like I don't understand that. Like, yo, don't be putting money in my commissary. Don't be like take care of my family. No, get me out of here, nigga. Like,
Yeah,
but I'm not shooting.
it's like when it comes to like the code or whatever, I guess the street code. Is why doesn't anyone hold anyone accountable? Like, if you know you did it,
just
and somebody else got bagged, what does that say about y'all friendship if you would let that ride and you know your man's really didn't do it? In that situation, I'm definitely snitching. You not, I don't care who it is. Like, I got too much to live for. I got too much going for myself. And I definitely need to be out here for my son.
Going for myself, I'm snitching. Oh my God! Pause. It's stuck in the back of my throat still.
That was crazy.
That was very pause.
That was crazy.
That was pause.
Ooh.
Pause.
Every time
Is it
I
still in the
talk,
back of your throat, yo?
Pause. Yes. Can't believe we did that junk, yo.
Honestly, I'm glad we all did it. Yeah.
This smell like.
It didn't have a taste.
That's when I knew we was in trouble. It did not have a taste. It was just hot.
There
Right.
was no taste.
No
to it.
flavor.
I honestly think they just took a bland ass chip and just put all these
Whatever
spices.
that black dust is.
Yeah.
Cause black is spicy.
How do you do that?
I would love to I would love to see the creation of this chip, but this is.
You ain't imagine. They probably masked up at all times because of the spice in the air.
Oh shit! hazmat suits and everything.
You know what's crazy? We right now we imagining the most for this chip, and they probably just do the bare minimum. It's like, here's the pepper, here's the dust. There you go.
Gotta be like on hazmat. This is crazy.
Why is that food taking so long?
I have no idea.
It's early in the morning. Dang,
I would feel like this would be the easiest time. People do Uber Eats in the morning? Yo, we some lazy motherfuckers.
It's easy. Be one of the baddest, thickest bitches that walk the earth because it's not.
What is that?
We be entangling and shit.
What you want to talk about, B?
Can we talk about Trump?
Please. My favorite topic.
I just think.
Do you think he really got corona?
I mean, I would have corona too if the IRS found out, or the world now found out that I defrauded the IRS for millions of dollars. If I was cooperating. Yeah, they came out in the New York Times.
Well, how did he defraud?
That was a conspiracy.
No, because his stance has always been,
he didn't pay
I
taxes.
took advantage of the laws that allow me to do these loopholes.
No, that's two different things. Like he smartly filed Chapter 7 bankruptcy on a couple of his business deals, but for the taxes, he did pay taxes for 10 years, and in 2017 and 2018, he paid a total of $798 or some shit like that.
Uh-huh.
So I'm just saying, like, I would have corona too if like all these shits now was coming out about me.
Wouldn't that hurt your campaign?
Exactly.
Not for him.
Like,
I think so.
Nah.
How can you physically work? You know what a campaign is. How can you work a campaign?
Because he has such a blind, loyal following.
Do you know where he is right now? Where Donald Trump is right now?
The hospital?
Yeah, Walter Reed Hospital.
Yes. And the symptoms have gotten worse. It's not like he could just. How can you run a campaign and you're not there?
Oh, you're talking about in a physical sense.
No, but that's important. Like,
no, it is.
Going around.
I was thinking like the situation with his taxes is hurting his campaign.
No,
I don't think it is.
Even to
Corona is, for sure.
I'm talking about the coronavirus.
Even to that though is now a question of, okay, how much money does he really have now, and then B, where's he getting this money? Because what's now gonna happen is like it's like you just follow the money, and it's gonna be a chain of a whole bunch of billionaires who don't want this limelight, who don't want to be in the mix with all this type of shit. Like, yo, I'm telling you this right now. If Biden wins, it is gonna be like a massive, like, okay, witch hunt for Trump in terms of like, now we can finally like charge you with all this shit that like we have for like essentially like your whole essence in like the public space. And it's just like, sheesh.
I had Trump winning.
I think, but like, especially speaking up to the election, like they already starting. Like I know in Texas, the governor just passed like a limit on how many polling locations can be open, and
voter suppression, man.
Yeah, the gerrymandering has begun, and it's crazy out there, man.
I think it's so funny that this country puts such an emphasis on voting, where I don't believe it really matters.
Voting.
Especially for the president.
Voting matters. It's just like, in order to fully like make your vote count, you have to participate in all elections. Like that, like the back and forth people have between like, oh, is it the mayor? Is it, oh, I don't do the national election, but I vote for my mayor. But then to that I say, okay, but like, let's say you don't vote for your governor. If your governor is at odds with your mayor, and your mayor needs $10 million to like help the city function, but your governor is being a bitch about it, and he says, no, you guys actually can do fine with 5. But then in terms of like a federal level in the state, the president says, no, you guys, and the governor says he's asking for 100, but the president says no, you guys can do 15. It's just like all that lack of resources like hurts you in the long run. So like you want to make sure like you're voting and make sure like at minimum your mayor, your senator, your governor, your alderman, your representatives, everybody, even to your president, not necessarily on the same political thought process, but at least the values that matter to you, like they have the same thought process. So if, in terms of like federal resources, they could be Republican, they can differ on abortion, they can differ on this, but as long as they know like, yo, we need 20 million to function. If that can happen, then like it goes to thing. But like I feel like if you only vote for one but don't vote for the other, like you don't fully like weigh the benefits. And then it's the thing like on top of then voting, then you have to like the same energy like niggas is keeping for Trump. Like niggas need to keep that energy for their mayors, for their senators, for their representatives. Because it's like, yo, you can't keep just putting faces in high places and then like you want to go home because just because someone is an overt racist, that don't take away from the fact that like, okay, you can like your mayor, but like is he really doing something for you? So like you gotta like hold people accountable. That's the only scary thing I have about like Trump like losing is because I feel like people only care because Trump's in office. I feel like if Biden were to win, everybody's gonna be like status quo. Like, I mean, we get to it when we get to it, but like,
do you think Biden and Harris is gonna would win simply because they're better than Trump?
I don't think that they're necessarily.
They're not better. Me personally,
I think
they're a better option.
I think the last two elections have literally like shown me the meaning of the term, or the phrase rather, the lesser of two evils. I thought Hillary was the lesser of the two evils, and I think Biden is the lesser of the two evils. And I think like it's just a matter of like making sure that you can, like I said, hold people accountable. Not just Trump because you hate him. I'm saying like, yo, you got to hold everybody. And that's to me, that's one of the main reasons why like shit has gone left in terms of like for years like niggas didn't really hold Bush accountable. Niggas didn't really hold Obama accountable. Niggas just started to hold Trump accountable. I'm saying like, no, this needs to be like a lifelong process if you want the change that you want.
Burning for president.
Hell no, I can't. But that's it. But yeah, man, it's just this shit is really scary right now, especially like now with these mail-in votes and shit. Like, and we already seen what they did to Stacey Abrams in Georgia. Like, had all them votes on the freeway with these mail-ins. So this election about to be nasty. Niggas not gonna have a president until like fucking Kwanzaa.
Word. And Trump already said he's gonna challenge the voting if he lose.
Yeah, man.
Which would just delay the next president.
But I think, and you know what's my biggest issue too is that like you see, like I remember there's been this it hasn't really reached like a loud of a voice, but like there's been this.
Hold on, my stomach hurt, bro.
We were talking about.
Oh my god, it just happened.
Oh man, you see, because we didn't eat. That's why.
Oh, I feel like I'm having a baby.
That spice mess is mixing in with your stomach acid.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it hurts so much. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Nah, no, but what I was gonna say was that there's been this undercurrent like I've noticed Democrats, and I noticed black people in the and just in power have been like in a weird way like talking down to like other black people and saying that like, oh, we need to vote, or oh, you make sure you fill out your census. And my response to that is like, we've been voting and filling out the census for years. It's just like we need to start talking about the years and years of miscounting the information, misinterpreting the information, just not necessarily or having the accurate information and not doing like what you need to do. Like it's like I feel like the one unfortunate thing about Black America is that every hood is the same in terms of there's always like urban neglect. There's urban decay in terms of just like lack of funds, and then like the whole system. Like I remember I told you about like how like I had issue with Cory Booker, how like Zuckerberg a couple of years ago gave Newark public schools $100 million, and like if you go in Newark right now, most of the schools is like charter schools. So like you like every election, like you ask yourself like where did that $100 million go? It's just like it's so much money passing through these our cities and our communities that like are supposed to like end up in our hands that like.
Well, yeah, what Booker did in that situation, he built charter schools instead of just putting into the public schools.
I mean,
because a charter school is technically a public school.
No, it's not. There's nothing technically public about it. It's because it's all private. When Corona hit,
some charter schools are not private schools.
It depends on the school. Some charter schools like some people say like me Brenan, this is my school, and some people like work in conjunction with the like with government.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I thought. So,
no, but G, you're right. Before when them shit started, it was just like
it was all private.
It was look at it as a small business.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so what Booker did was start these charter schools, ship the best kids to these schools, to like to pretty much section them off instead of, which I think he should have done, which is put that money to schools that's already like into regular public schools. Like, give kids a chance. Like, you're writing kids off.
Yeah. When
maybe their grades are bad because they just didn't have the resources. Or the teachers didn't care.
I honestly think all schools, at least in inner cities, they need to be broken up into very, very small schools.
The student-to-teacher ratio is pretty bad.
It shouldn't be that way. Can you imagine how far advanced our society would be, or the youth would be, if the teacher to student ratio was
smaller,
much smaller, like really, really small, individualized attention. You know what I'm saying? How, there would be I don't feel like there would be as much like behavioral problems if you got a teacher and a teacher's assistant or some type of teacher aide, 3 teachers in a very small group of kids. I feel like the kids would be inspiring each other. You know what I'm saying? But they can get lost in one big classroom on a phone. True. Doing everything but learning.
And that theory has been tested, and it's being tested in schools today. Like, that's what AP classes are for. It's like only, like every AP class I had, it was never more than 6 kids in it.
What's an AP class?
Advanced placement. So, like you placed out like in Snyder was like you placed out in the top 5% of your class. So you was put in these classes to help either earn you college credit or just get you ready for college.
Why wouldn't that? I never understood that. Why wouldn't everybody have the choice to do something like that? Like, why? If I got my son in a school, who you don't even really know the child's true potential.
And I'm with you on that. I'm like, you separating these kids based on their grades. Maybe I was just able to function better in bigger settings. Maybe if you was to put this dude over here in a small class like that, he would function better because it's small.
Right.
Like, they don't think of the reverse side of that. They thinking that we're taking our best kids, giving them these opportunities and resources so that
you make these grades, or you make these grades and you get these scores on this test, so you're in this group.
Yeah.
When it is not that black and white.
Yeah.
Because you could imagine being in a class with I don't know, like you said, is 5 kids who like really advanced, and they put one kid who is not nearly as advanced, but just a little below average. Imagine how much that being in that environment would help
them. Yeah,
would help them. I feel like just in human nature, something else would kick in because you looking around at your peers getting it. Like I feel like some kids may just crumble into a ball and just say I don't want to do this, but I feel like it's way harder to get at that point if you only have 6 kids in the room.
Well, if you bring it to a societal level, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but that's kind of what that's what the thought behind gentrification is. You bring in all this money and good things to this neighborhood, to this dying neighborhood, or to this poor, I'm going to say dying, to this poor neighborhood, hoping that the people who live in this neighborhood would adapt and try to do the same. But data has shown that has not been the case.
But that's different, though. I feel like that's different because, you talking about society. I'm talking about, like, being in school. If you talking about society,
I was just bringing it to a larger, because that thought level has been experimented on in cities. So, and it's also being experimented on in school in the opposite direction, where we're going to pull people out. Like, we're going to pull the top kids out and put them in a better place.
But I don't think in society that's their mind, whoever they is mindset. Like, oh, I want everyone else to pick up. I think it's like, I have the money to invest in this area, and you're not included in my plans. If you can afford to be a part of my vision for this community, then so be it. If you can afford it by then. But if not, oh well. I think it's just that I have the money and I'm gonna change things around here, and that's it. And then whoever falls through the cracks falls through the cracks.
Yeah, because with gentrification, it's like it's with affluence comes like the rise in price. So like people can't afford to live where they like grew up in anymore. So
I just think like oh my god, my stomach is fucking killing me.
You got up.
Oh, continue to help me.
Yeah.
Oh,
You got doodle?
I don't know, but my stomach is rocking.
You gonna throw up? You
Yeah.
gonna doodle?
No, yo, I thought I had a shit too, but it was like it was like tricking me. It was like it was like
Because there's every movement.
every step I take.
Man, yo, I've been watching these videos of this chick that's like exposing niggas in the industry. Where she was like a bad boy artist.
Oh, I thought you meant like the chicks that be fucking the niggas. I thought you was about to say like Selena Powell, that chick.
Yo, you ever heard of Christopher Williams?
Christopher Williams. Is he a...
Let me tell you how I feel.
Is he a writer?
Night and day. Dun, 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 dun. Let me tell you how I feel about you night.
What about him?
Anyway, the chick alleges that this lawyer who used to work for Bad Boy or something like that went into Diddy's office to give him some paperwork, only to see Christopher Williams sucking Diddy off and saying that it was for like a deal, like you could get that.
You hear this podcast? They were like, what the hell happened?
Yo, take this out, yo.
What?
You gotta take this out.
Of course I will.
You're talking about... I don't know. This might sound so weird, right? But follow me, like... You ever want... Sometimes being broke isn't as bad as it is.
I thought that's what you were about to say.
Because like
So
for
you rather
example,
be broke than rich?
no, like hold on, I want to be sufficient.
I want to be
that.
Yeah, I want to be wealthy.
American broke is different from.
Of course.
Like you hear all these stories about, like, for example, like take these celebrities, like take musicians, right? You hear all these weird, wild stories of all these like weird shit, hot tub machines, sucking niggas off, doing deals with deals. Like I came up with this theory, like, yo, why do artists be so pressed when they lose, right? When they lose these awards, and then I was thinking, like, maybe they had to like compromise themselves like sexually in some weird way, and that's I'll be mad too if like I had to top some dude off, and then I go to the award and I don't win the award. What? No, like you ever wonder?
You mean to tell me I had to?
I suck you off and I didn't get that drink too. But no, like, and then to top it all off, like we realize years later they don't own half of their shit, their likeness, their image, and then it's just like, yeah, you're more famous than me, and yet yes, readily available. You have more money than me, but it's just like you don't own it, or you don't have like the heritage, you don't have like that. It's just, I don't know. It's just,
I think both worlds desire to have some aspect of, like, for instance, I think it was Chris Brown or somebody was speaking about how they just so jealous of, you know, regular people who can just go into the mall and not be noticed. There's just a fly on the wall. I'm just a regular person. How they just want to be able to do that without a mob of people going, oh shit. They just want to walk around.
See, I don't feel bad for people. Nah, man, you know what you signing up for.
Or do you?
You do.
No.
You don't know the extent.
When you saying that, that's what I'm saying. You don't know the extent.
Chris Brown, come on. Chris Brown at his talent level didn't know that he was going to be into what he is now.
Right.
No, not that. No, he knew that. The extent of like it's like you walk down the street one day and then people mob you. You sign an autograph, you take a selfie. It's cool day 1. Day 5 is like it's still cool, but like day 10
you start realizing this is how your life has to be for the rest of your life.
You could make that argument for somebody who doesn't understand or doesn't know
how could we understand?
Easy.
Though?
You watch Michael Jackson. You watch these big artists go through depression.
See, but then Mike, that's a different type of level.
No,
like you got. Listen, it's people who on a very low level who have like a fan base of 100,000 who get a little attention. But Michael Jackson attention, where you gotta have the nigga come and do makeup and put a costume on and shit,
that,
so
but
you
I'm
could
saying,
just walk in the grocery store.
On any level, Chris Brown could have easily been like, at my height, I'm gonna be like Michael Jackson. At my low, I can still be mobbed at least 3 or 4 days out of the week. There's no way in hell Chris Brown didn't know that going into this.
No, the extent though, Greg.
The extent.
It's like
y'all keep saying the word extent.
Yes,
I know what you're saying.
I don't think you do.
Could possibly, how could you possibly know? Like, you haven't been there. One thing a celebrity who's been in the hood has that a person who just grew up into some type of celebrity stardom, like Blue, for instance. Blue, all she knows is lights, camera, action. All she knows is my father is someone who people who worship and always praise him. My mother, the same exact thing. Me, people who don't know me. But then what about a person who was from the ghetto, from the trenches, was homeless, and then they got on? There's no way you could know. You or I could understand what that. We could try to imagine, like, but they could, if they could describe it, it would only be just be words, because to live that, it has to be something totally, especially when you know what it's like to be all the way at the bottom, and then all of a sudden you got bread.
So, money, power, respect, right, is what you need in life, right? If you got money, you got power, and you got respect. Respect, and I would say to fans, respect is, I see you, I'm running up to you and trying to get in your presence. That's respect from a fan to an artist or an athlete or anybody you respect, right? When y'all keep saying to an extent, why I'm discrediting that is because one, I don't care what if you are not becoming rich through being an engineer or some behind the scenes nigga, you need to expect that you are a public figure that people.
No, we're not saying that.
Let me finish. Like you have to expect that people are going to like be coming up to you 7 days out of the week if they see you, right? Well, y'all keep saying to the extent of like they could, because correct me if I'm wrong. It sounds like what y'all saying is that there's no way that Chris Brown could have expected that this was going to happen this often.
Yes. Let me tell you something. It's like this. It's
That's
like
what I say.
It's like because they're still human at the end of the day.
And I'm not
so
saying
like
they're not.
so like it's just like to the extent of okay, I knew I would be famous. I knew I'll be mob, but like to constantly like I like it. I always have to be on. Like I can't go nowhere without my security. I can't do nothing without this XYZ happening. It's just like always. It's just like I'm pretty sure he can even. I'm pretty sure he knew I did like okay, this is gonna be my life now. I had to deal with it. But I'm pretty sure there's days where he like, fam, like today, like here, like what I'm saying is when I say to the extent, I'm pretty sure like he probably be like at family functions and he feels the way he feels when he's with strangers. That's what I mean to the extent. Like
So,
it's now.
Let me
now
clarify
the
what I'm saying.
It's now the lines are blurred and it's like, damn, I gotta be Chris Brown.
I got you. Let me clarify what I'm saying. Chris Brown is absolutely entitled to feel that way. You're right. Some days you don't want to be Chris Brown. I get that.
That's like an identity crisis.
Like
That
I
sounds
can
crazy.
imagine how exhausting that can be. But for me and for Greg only, I can't sympathize with that. Like so many people would kill to be in that position.
Right. And celebrities know
Yeah.
like I'd rather have these type of problems than
Yeah.
But then on the flip side, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm pretty sure there are celebrities who say, yo, I don't want this no more.
Yo, that's why I always say. That's
Turn
why,
it off. Like,
It is.
Chris Brown didn't know social media was going to be, like, it's everywhere.
Yeah, I think some celebrities do be like, I don't want this.
That's why I always said. That's why I don't think we see J. Cole or Kendrick out and about like that. I just think, yo, they just want to make music. They want to tour. They want to see their fans on their terms. They don't want to see them like every day, like just being able to pull up shit. I remember seeing this video. I forgot it was some nigga in New York. He was just on the day, and then like niggas had pulled up to him, like took his girl, jacked the voice chain, and I was like, yo, you can't.
The nigga that signed with Bobby and Whitney. And then
You talking about Almighty J?
Oh, him too.
No, they just robbed him out of the Jerusalem. I'm saying like it was some up and coming rapper, and I'm like, damn, yo, you can't even take your girl out and just enjoy a meal.
I never want to be famous.
The baby artist.
The baby got an artist?
Yeah.
I don't know his artist.
He just got his chain snatched.
Yo, what's up with that, yo? Why niggas be snatching chains, yo?
Yo, I literally saw him. Think about this. If you in the hood with a chain that costs $40,000 around your neck, and plus on top of that, you made a video and posted it on your page, and you got like, I don't know, 100K followers. You calling for that type of attention. You're saying, hey, look at my chain. Look at these diamonds.
I don't understand why steal a chain, because you can't pawn it. Because if any smart person with money would, one, have insurance on the chain, and then two, it's probably a specific chain that they've already reported stolen.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know what I always say the same thing. Like, why niggas be stealing?
Somebody in the hood will buy that chain. Like,
Yeah, I got you.
I agree with that.
Act like somebody would not buy that chain and walk around with that chain. And then get clout. They can get clout.
You right.
Niggas go on World Star like, yo, I just bought this chain that got snatched from whatever person, like, and put it on World Star. Like, they gonna get mad clout from that.
Nah, yeah, I would never chain, yo. As soon as fucking what's his name? When Jay Prince had got that junk back in Texas, he sat him down. He's like, "Listen, man, got the chain back. Just want to do right by this boy." But that dude, the dude who had the chain, he had that look like them niggas.
I think he stole. I think he had to. I heard this is a common narrative where
niggas be stealing the chain and make it look like they,
and then sell it back to you.
That's crazy, yo.
Sell it back to you. Get the chain, snatch, sell it back to you on some power tripping type thing.
I'm never taking.
Yo, you look like you not really here right now.
You look like you tired.
You like sleeping. You clocked out.
It did say round 5 knockout.
Fuck that shit. I'm starving too. At the same time, when I'm looking at this food, it's like 5 minutes away finally.
Yeah, man.
But no, I'm here. Man. That food, I mean that shit. That junk, it took me out, yo. I hate you so much.
And they hate you because they say you ain't paid dues.
Who's it up?
Game? No, not Game.
Is Game a disappointing artist?
I think he's had a great career. I was talking about this the other day. He's the Rick Ross of his era.
Elaborate.
A great catalog that like people for some reason don't give the credit they get, but every time they drop it out, people are reminded and like, oh, like look at this.
Okay, I like Game as artist.
You don't think Game gets credit?
Because
I hear people say the same exact thing where you say like great catalog. I hear people say that all the time.
Because you know what it was? It's kind of like so to me he's similar to Ross from like a catalog perspective, but from like an age perspective he was like Fab, in which he was always the youngest when like the niggas was on. Like you got to think like Game, the height of Game's career was during Prime T.I., Prime 50, and Prime Kanye. So it was just like always niggas ahead of him. And then when he finally became like old enough to be looked at as a top dog, you had Drake on the rise, you had Cole, Kendrick, Wale,
Stop putting J. Cole and Drake's.
So it was just like he was always in between. So like, but then you look at his catalog, you're like, yo, why?
But broadly, that's usually how it is.
It's always that one artist. It was.
No, I'm saying like with West Coast artists in general, like where
trying to get that broad appeal.
It's like with West Coast artists, they have their solid fan base who appreciate their type of hip hop, their interpretation of hip hop, and then it seems like a common narrative within West Coast hip hop where you know there's some light shining on West Coast, with the exception of Kendrick Lamar, because he's more so like he doesn't sound like a traditional West Coast art. It seems like they just have like moments, but everyone who knows the know, like you got people who would say that Ice Cube is the best rapper of all time, like.
Yeah.
No, but that's a real thing. But that's their opinion. But I'm saying like, I just feel like broadly, certain type of areas sound don't get the credit that they actually put. Like E40, some people say E40 is the best rapper to ever.
E40.
Who?
Bay Area love E40. E40 Too Short. Shit, man, them niggas.
I like Too Short, yo.
Oh no, I remember who said that. It wasn't Game. It was Nas.
Said what? Oh, that line you said.
Pay dues. Yo, that album is really good. Except for that bonus track with A$AP Ferg. I love that album.
Oh. Question: what happens if The Weeknd goes back to R&B?
I mean, he's still gonna be in his
You don't like Weeknd? You don't like Wicked Games?
Yo, I actually like Pop Weeknd more than I like R&B Weeknd.
No.
Because when he was R&B, he was whispering a lot.
I love R&B Weeknd, yo. When he gave us that little bit off of Bryson Tiller's Deluxe Trap Soul, I was like, come back. Leave pop. Bring back R&B. Bring back trap.
You heard that 21 joint?
It wasn't for me.
He was like a moment for me.
It seems like ever since he came back home or like got out of INS, nobody cared about him anymore.
It's really when he started getting smart on things.
It seems like he's going. I don't know. I get it. That was such a traumatic time, probably, to be detained by ISIS, and I get that. But it's like
not ISIS, ICE.
Oh,
my bad.
shit. I forgot all about that.
But now it just seems like all. But the same thing is happening with Meek Mill for me too. Is like, I get it. You was jammed up in the system, but now all your music got to be about that.
Yeah. Nah, that Champions album was still crazy. Yeah.
It was okay.
What?
That's the joint with Jay.
Yeah.
It was free.
It was okay. It was okay.
You crazy? Oh yeah, but shout out to me. He got a movie coming out Friday.
That just look good.
Yes, it do. I've been waiting for it all year. I'm so mad it's not gonna be in theaters though.
What's free? Free is what they seen when they tell us who to be. Before yeah, I just don't. I sometimes, you know how y'all kept saying like celebrities feel overwhelmed, or like to an extent, like all that junk. That's how I feel about music sometimes. Like, I get it. Talk about social issues all you want, but after a while, you want to go back to like when music was fun to listen to.
No, you know what I think it was? I think it is. It's like the music that they're making just isn't good. Like, you could talk about the social issues and they could be good and they could be like timeless, but like Kendrick, we gonna be all right.
That's my junk.
Let's see, like it's.
What you want? You a house? You a car for the yickers and a mule? He bodied that.
I honestly, I feel like I think we was talking about this earlier. I feel like a lot of niggas had like a version of themselves that they wanted to present this year that got cut short because of COVID. So they had to like redefine everything, switch everything, maybe like hold off on putting certain things. So that's why we get in like musically this year's been kind of like meh.
It's been trash. Let's be honest. There's been only like I had a really hard time trying to figure out what's the top 5 albums, top 5 projects for me this year.
Cause a lot of the people like for example, Drake's music plays well outside. So like,
I think they should just put out the product because you don't know when this is going to end.
True.
They keep giving projections of when they feel like it's going to end. Then it goes past that point. Yeah. You know, they've been saying it was going to be over like 3 times.
Well, you talking about the CDC or the White House administration? Because you can't listen to what the White House is saying when it's going to be.
It's up to you.
But the CDC has been like forward in saying like, yo, it's going to take us a year to get this vaccine.
No, we are going to damage it.
They're projecting like hopefully we get it like sometime January. March.
You gonna take it?
For sure.
Only because like for it's just. It's I gotta see how it affects me first. I gotta read them trials.
So you gonna take it?
So far I never contracted COVID. So I mean, I think the question I have for them is like, is COVID gonna be something like a flu that we're gonna like seasonally catch, or is it gonna be something that like if you catch it you gonna live with it forever? Like,
nigga, why don't niggas catch the flu anymore?
Niggas do catch the flu.
Who?
People
Who do
catch
you?
the flu.
Yeah, no. You hear about it. You see statistics, but you don't see anyone. I don't hear about it. I'm not talking about Google.
Like people that I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. For example, like last when I started my job, my manager had the flu. Like he looked at it was like the week. It was weird. It was like the third week I was there. He would just sneeze, and he was white too, so he was like sneezing.
He told you he had the flu.
We saw him like literally
have flu-like symptoms.
Yes, coughing, sneezing.
COVID is flu-like symptoms. You do know that.
I
Right?
understand that.
So what I'm saying is how I just feel like they just putting everything into one big bowl. I feel like it's like,
you know, a lot of these diseases have like the similar symptoms. You just have to be tested for one or the other.
Right, but there's
so okay. So are you asking me like was he what I say was he tested for the flu? No.
Right.
But like this shit look. I wouldn't call it a cold.
You would call it the flu. That's what you've been calling it. You didn't call it the cold. But what I'm saying is, he said, yo, I got the flu. And this shit's been out since 2019. So how do we know? Yo, I feel like niggas have had this shit and didn't even know it just based off of how niggas' immune system is and shit. Like, we everybody on a different page. Like,
that's what they said. They said that scientists believe that between what was it, October of last year up into New Year's, based on traveling, in terms of like holiday traveling, they believe that a lot of Americans probably went somewhere and probably caught it, or it entered the country, or just. But around that time, that's when they thought like that's when they think like it really started to like spread like just all over the world and shit like that. But I don't know. I don't know.
I think COVID's gonna be over when the election is over.
I mean, I told you about my experience like taking that flu shot that one time I did, and I felt like I was gonna die. So
I'm never taken a flu shot.
I'm leery of like just taking anything. It's not necessarily that I'm anti-vax.
When somebody broke down the science of a flu shot, I was like, no, there's no point in me getting this. Literally, the flu
is the flu.
No, it's different strands and it changes. So what they're injecting you with is, how can it possibly prevent something that you don't even know?
They inject you with the flu.
Yeah, what, last year's flu? What, I'm getting a sale flu? The flu on clearance?
Yeah. You get that premium flu, you got that 30% off flu.
I want this year's flu. If I'm going to get vaccinated with something, give me this year's flu.
What happened to like vegetables and shit? Like
what?
Like I'm just saying, like roots and vegetables and shit. Like these things like help your immune system. Like, and I just feel like all of the foods that we eat are counterproductive toward like anything that would naturally be beneficial toward reducing the risk of you getting any of the above. Oh, that's a nice chain. That look nice with that.
Thank you.
Shit, all like them nasty like turmerics and ginger and all that shit. That shit's strong as hell, huh?
I love ginger.
You ever had turmeric?
No.
You ever heard of it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, turmeric is very good for you.
Turmeric. What is that? Turmeric. Yo, all of them shits like that, man. But imagine if everybody ate like that every day. Every day. Dude, this shit wouldn't exist.
Life would get dull.
No, I think the one thing about this like this COVID shit.
We're going to a natural high type of shit.
I think the one thing is just like people are just like not clean, like it's just so fascinating now, just like seeing everybody on like trains and buses with masks, and just back in the day, or not even back in the day, it was just like earlier this year you would see mad niggas, and then like
this country thrives on people being sick. If people aren't sick,
the medical industry suffers.
But I think the one thing I
the
want to
economy suffers.
One thing I want to know is like, is COVID going to be something like?
There's no talking point for a president on healthcare.
It is.
If people ain't sick.
No, I'm saying like you said they were talking about. I said like it could have been, for example, the response to COVID could have been way better.
I really ain't got nothing else to talk about.
Yo, honestly, the chip is the podcast.
Yo, what you gonna title that, yo?
Convo 6.
You should be like.
Do you realize what the name of the cover of these episodes are?
Like. And you should
oh yeah.
You should
put chip challenge.
You tried to have.
Yeah.
In the description is like just a conversation about what we talked about. So this would be just a conversation about the one chip challenge.
Yeah.
And everybody dying.
I think that was pretty cool. I think when we edit it up, it's gonna be pretty cool.
I wasted this episode with Brenan on that chip challenge, yo.
No, it's not wasted. I really think that's gonna make good content.
We wrapping this up?
Yeah.
Alright. See y'all next week, man. Don't do the one chip challenge. Stay happy. Be love. Be life.
Yay. Yay.
Hey, B, want to play some Matt?
Hell yeah. You going to Jackie's baby shower?
I ain't getting nobody baby shower.